Hey guys, today I'm reviewing Fishman's Long Season, their second album in the Shibuya K trilogy. And for those who don't know, that's basically just when Fishman's went to Shibuya to record some albums. So this is the second one that came from that. It was released in 1996. And some background on Fishman's, they're basically a Japanese dub band. Long Season by Fishmans is an interesting album because it's a single song called Long Season, same name as the album title, and it's about like 36 minutes. For me, Long Season is one of the most enjoyable albums I've ever heard, really. It's watertight and it reminds me a lot of like Kids See Ghosts or maybe Spiderland, where by keeping the album so short, it keeps it so enjoyable. Because when an album like Soundtracks for the Blind goes 2.5 hours long, I'm gonna be real, I lose a bit of attention. Besides the time of the album, what really makes Long Season fantastic? The simple thing is just we start each part of the album adding a new layer to, like, it's like a fucking cake, right? It's like a cake. And then every section of this 36-minute track, we add a new layer until we get to the end bit. We got the whole ass cake and it's just playing at the same time. And that's what I love about Long Season. It starts off, we just have some simple fucking, just the melody comes in, right? And then we keep adding and adding until get to a point where it breaks and we just have this violent drum section, which is really, it's not my favorite section. I'm going to be honest, it's probably my least favorite section. I see some people online say it's like it's supposed to reflect life and the four seasons. That's why it's called Long Season. And I can get behind that, but truthfully, I just think it's a really good piece of music. I don't think this would work if it was different songs. It needs to be this one track or it really wouldn't work. That's what makes Long Season so special. It's because I think a lot of albums, it's kind of hard to make a single track album, but Long Season, they had a vision and it works. Now, there are one or two sections that I think fall a bit flat and aren't the greatest. I will say they aren't the greatest, especially like the droop section. I can't get behind the droop section. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. The live version replaces that with a guitar solo. Fucking gladly. Thank you. And compared to the live album that everybody talks about, Fishman's, right? That's the main one people talk about, not Long Season. The problem with that for me is there are still tracks. There's about like 2 or 3 tracks that I think the studio version does much, much better. And I don't really enjoy listening on the live album. So I don't really think the live album is a perfect 10. I think it's a 9. And Long Season, I do think it is really close to perfect. There are moments within it that I just think don't really add to the overall ending sound, like the droop section, for example. There's elements from the droop section that add to the end, but that's my whole love for Long Season, is the continual building of each element that adds for a final, like, momentous just sound. And those sections I feel almost pointless because they don't really add to that, and it takes away a bit of enjoyment because they're like 4 or 5 minutes long, and that's a substantial chunk of this album. So for those reasons, I'm gonna have to give Long Season by Fishman's studio version, of course, a 9 out of 10. It's really good. I highly recommend you check it out. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. I really appreciate the amount of support the last 2 videos I've gotten. It's kind of crazy because I mean, I made the channel because I just wanted to talk about music, which, because it's a passion of mine, I enjoy listening to all sorts of music. It's normal person because I really don't know like a ton about making or what I'm supposed to criticize or whatever. I just like to listen. But I really appreciate people subscribing and viewing all the videos and leaving comments, and I really do appreciate it. I'm planning to upload every Friday. I can guarantee an upload once a week every Friday, but more likely than not, I'll be able to get 2 out. That's not 100% though, but probably 2 a week, probably Monday and Friday, but definitely Friday. So thank you for watching again. I really appreciate it. Da 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 da.